Welcome to another conversation off the clock, and this time we're in the kitchen. Hi, I'm Carmina Constantino Torres, and this is Casey After Hours. We share the same newsroom, and I thought, wouldn't it be a joy to share my sacred space here at home with them, the kitchen? So let's all welcome journalists Zen Hernandez and Jeff Canoy.
Oh my God.
I feel like...
You feel like what?
I'm intruding into your secret
No,
space.
I know. Welcome. I know you don't do this often. In fact, you don't do this at all.
At all.
So it means a lot to me na nandito kayo.
Ikaw
Maraming
to
salamat.
So, nakakahiya kapag tumanggi ka.
Hindi naman. Kasi parang ilang
Kasi
buwan na to.
pagagalitan mo kami. Pagagalitan mo kami.
Hindi naman. Kasi parang mga ilang buwan na to, so dapat naman matuloy.
Totoo
Tuloy na,
naman.
tuloy
So
na.
anyway, ito ang gagawin natin ngayon. Gagawin natin yung Pancit Recipe na sinerve ko kay Vice Ganda. So we're gonna start off with hitay na oil. Okay. By the way, we're filming this on a Saturday, guys. So what do you usually do on a Saturday?
Matulog.
Sleep. Yun lang talaga.
Thank you so much for waking up for me and staying awake. Okay.
Well, I have TV Patrol weekend
Correct.
at 5:15 every Saturday. So, I have to be in the office ng 4. And this is usually time with my mom.
Medyo alien space ito sa'yo, di ba? You don't really cook. Tama ba?
I don't.
But you do.
When I have to.
What do you mean? But you cook steaks, di ba?
I do.
Oo.
Pero yun na, dahil lumaki ako sa ibang bansa, at di ba alam mo parang sa
Have
ibang
to be
bansa,
independent. Yeah.
bata pala kailangan mo na matutong magsaing, magluto, magplansya, magluto.
Uy, marunong naman ako magsaing.
Lutuan
Girls-
pinag-uusapan.
Girl Scout.
Luto.
Luto talaga. Okay, so
Oo.
saing marunong.
Marunong naman.
So you cook.
Pero, pero makisipin kasi nila, parang...
No, I've seen your...
Chef
Canoy siya.
Hindi.
I've seen your
I
posts.
know, but...
Di ba?
Yung term na pacham, yun lang yun eh.
Chamba?
Chamba lang.
Actually,
Pachamba.
ganun din naman ako. Actually, nung pandemic, right? I was really forced to cook. So, pasta, kasi yung madali, di ba? You can buy those bottled, ready-made na sauce.
Yun yung ginagawa mo.
Pero lalagyan mo ng protein, lalagyan mo ng vegetable, for example, broccoli, ganyan. That's what I do. And, parang one time, natalsikan ako ng
Ayaw mo na.
Na-trauma ako, guys.
I said a while ago na you're not, you don't really do this, right? You don't really make yourself available for interviews. Why is that? Lalo na ikaw,
Kasi-
international woman of mystery.
What? Kasi I feel like I'll make a fool of myself.
Can you stop?
Pwede ring maging journalist or on-cam personality ng introvert ka. So, actually, introvert ako. I enjoy, kaya nga ganun yung ko weekends eh. Parang I really enjoy just being alone, di ba? Reading books, yung ganon, na very simple, quiet moments. That's what I really enjoy. So, hindi ako sanay na to put the spotlight on myself. Actually, yun yung challenging din, Kasi we're used to asking the questions.
Correct.
When it turns around, it's weird. It
Oo.
feels weird.
It is. It
Oo.
does. It does feel weird. So, Jeff Canoy po kasi, of course, this is common knowledge already. He's the chief of reporters, right? Of ABS-CBN. Pero parang, burden ba siya? Challenge, burden, joy, how would you describe it? I mean, is it...
No, because...
No, it's not a joy.
No, I mean, it's not a burden.
It's not a burden.
I would always say na it's a very different job than what I signed up for originally. Diba? Parang reporter naman, journalist, diba? You go out, have adventures, do stories. Tapos to be inside the newsroom, managing 30 or so reporters. Yun yung challenge. Pero I find it exciting. Kasi you get an opportunity to help groom the next generation.
Correct.
And in many ways, yung mga mali mo dati, natatama mo through them. So yun yung masaya sa trabaho.
Ako, when I learned that was your designation, I mean, I I really felt so proud. What about you? Being you're the ride or
Actually,
die bestie.
I was worried for him.
Really?
Because he's gonna be managing friends.
At alam mong hindi kayo
Tapos
susunod.
alam nila,
kami-
empath ako eh. So parang,
Actually,
na-absorb ko lahat ng emotions.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because we know him so much.
As a young reporter then, Zen, what's the difference now? Yung nakikita mo ngayon sa mga bago nating reporter, ano yung kaibahan dati nung nagsisimula
Alam
kayo?
mo, ewan ko ha, but I think we should pride ourselves doon sa pagiging reporter na nakita yung transition, di ba?
Yeah.
Ang layo talaga nung ngayon, yung digitization.
Ang bilis, di ba?
Ang bilis
Ang
ng
bilis.
technology.
Yeah.
So, it's really challenging to catch up, no?
Yeah.
So, I'm impressed din with the young ones. Dun sa how fast they can cope with that.
Oo.
They can adjust. Kasi sa atin, mga older, nag-adjust talaga tayo.
Oo.
Ng bonggang-bongga. Diba?
But there lies a challenge, no, Jeff, as chief of reporters. Parang, you remain true to your core, you remain true to your principles, but you're being open enough to make sure that the advancement in technology sort of supplements
Yeah.
whatever it is, or is it supplemental, or is it magkabaliktad?
How I always think about the journalists from the time when radio was invented, when television was invented, when cable TV was invented. So, parang you feel the earth moving, and it's hard to sort of just find your footing sa umpisa.
Yeah.
Pero you have to adapt eh. Kasi
Yeah.
ultimately, we have to go where the audience is, diba? And if you don't learn and grow and evolve, then lalamunin tayo ng lupa.
Sabi nga nila, the only thing constant, Miss Constant,
Is change.
is change.
Yeah,
diba?
but it's scary, ah.
It's scary. It's exciting
Yeah,
also.
it's exciting kasi you get to do so many more things na normally wouldn't be done before, diba? Parang,
Ewan ko, Jeff, when you ditched the ballpen and the notepad. I don't use it now.
Really?
There was a
still
time I-
do, pero parang security blanket ko na lang siya.
I don't na.
Seryoso ka?
Yes.
So welcome to the new millennium,
Phone na
ganon?
talaga.
Gen Z.
Everything.
Oh my God.
Phone lang talaga. Kaya ang weird, natawa lang ako kasi nung...
May trauma kasi ako before, parang nagla-live, tapos sa phone lang yung script ko sinulat. Tapos parang yung mga notes ko.
Yeah.
Tapos pag kunwari umuulan, tapos bagyo, tapos hindi ko na magalaw, kasi hindi ko na mabasa.
Ako naman, yan naman yung fear ko na parang mabasa yung papel ko.
So when was that? Kasi usually nakakabit yan sa isang assignment, yung memory na yon na you ditch the pen and paper. Do you remember when it happened? Which coverage?
I think nung binigyan kami ng kubay ng iPhone.
Grabe, 2013 ba? 2012, mga gano'n.
Nag-start. Kasi nga, it has the notes app,
Yeah,
diba? So, this is convenient. I have everything here. I won't lose my notes. Sometimes kasi you just lose it.
Yeah.
It's everywhere in the house. My house before was like full of notes from every coverage.
Kayong dalawa, you've been friends for a long time. Do you even
Yeah.
remember when it started and how you became
Oh my
friends?
God.
I don't...
Or ayaw niyong balikan?
Hindi naman.
Kasi,
Kami kasi parang, of course, syempre di kami at exactly the same day pumasok ng ABS, but around the same time, magkakasunod na years. Kaya kami yung closest. That time kami yung age range, parang gano'n.
But how did you know that you can
Magkiklik
trust each
kami.
other? Not even click, but
I
trust
feel-
each other.
nung umpisa naman, di ba, parang, syempre, friends at work, yun lang naman
Oh,
ko rin.
fun
na
muna,
parang, di ba, colleagues, ganyan.
Oo.
Pero yun nga, babalik tayo sinabi ni Zen na siya introverted, di ba?
Oo.
Di ba lagi
May
natin sinasabi, yung barkada, yung grupo namin, we're all a bunch of nerds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yun lang yun, parang we're on the same wavelength, kumbaga. Yung humor namin, yung mga interest namin, ayaw namin, yung mga ayaw namin, yung mga bagay.
mga gusto natin, so nagsaswap.
So parang nag-gravitate na kami towards each other. Na-strengthen, yung exact moment na parang naging friends tayo, I don't particularly remember it. Pero I remember yung mga trips natin, yung talaga yung para, okay, this is more than just a work thing. We're all, parang ano to?
But,
You know, the best test of friendship? Travel. Halika na, alis na tayo.
parang ayokong i-test. Okay na ako dito.
Yeah.
Okay na ako. No, but how did you, because either of two things yan eh. Either you see each other and you say, okay, I can trust this person, or, you know, this person is gonna be trouble and he's gonna be or she's gonna be my competitor. Bakit yung una, yung nadama nyo, and you didn't see each other as competitors?
Ako, kasi sa tingin ko, of course, at first ang friendship naman, it starts with common interests, right?
Yeah.
But then, later on, you will realize kung meron kayong common values.
Correct.
So, I think, yun yung meron sa group of friends namin. We have common values, we share the same views about alam mo,
Sorry, natatawa ako.
cheesy, but we have the same values and principles, ganyan.
So,
Sa
medyo
journalism.
bias ako, pero I also see our group of friends na parang nerds nga, di ba? So, overachievers. So, talagang parang when you see someone doing this, parang mapupush ka to be a better journalist, to be a better person.
So, constructive siya for us.
So, parang it helps. If you look at our, yung mga kaibigan namin within the industry, grabe yung mga na-achieve yung mga kasama namin
Did
na
you-
nakakahiya minsan na ikaw parang tatabad-tabad ka, parang ganun.
So it's that kind of friendship.
And we've always been supportive of
Yeah.
each other. We're happy for the success of each member of this group, diba? Parang we celebrate that.
But did you ever have any, experience wherein you had to call, kunyari, sa inyong dalawa, you had to call each other out, or you had to call Jeff out on something.
yeah.
You had to
Dami.
call.
Grabe.
Talaga?
Nag-aaway din kami.
Talaga?
Sobra yung away namin, grabe talaga.
Like, paano away? Like,
Yung parang kung hindi ka familiar
Do we
sa...
share this?
Kung hindi ka familiar sa kung paano kami mag-usap,
Oo.
matatakot ka talaga kasi akala mo talaga
Friendship over
ender
na sila.
yung level ng away.
No, that's, you've reached that level.
Pero sa
We've
amin,
reached that level.
parang 2
Friendship.
seconds later, okay na, parang tapos na, okay.
Kasi may ano yan may level na,
Yeah.
alam mong whatever it is that you say, alam nyong babalik at babalik kayo sa isa't isa. How do you deal with criticism though?
Criticism from
Sa-
outside?
Yung, in general, in terms of your work, in
Ako,
terms of-
I always welcome criticism. As in, I will tell the person to, if you have anything to say to me, go. Na parang, uy, if there's something that I'm not doing right, please tell me right away. I'd rather hear it na immediately than later on na parang may mali pala ako ginagawa for a long time and yet I didn't know.
Which brings us the most important skill a journalist should have. It's not so much, the question and everything, what comes out of your mouth, but what you hear and what you
Yes.
listen to.
Yes.
Because pwede siyang dalhin outside the report towards your career na kailangan marunong kang makinig din.
Yes.
Yung profession natin, it trains us to make us feel na parang kailangan pakinggan tayo parate. Kasi di ba, parang natin magsalita, pakinggan. Pero yun nga, yung other side of it, kailangan din makinig tayo. Yun yung nakakalimutan natin parate. The humility to just not say anything and just listen and understand and reflect.
Hey.
Newsrooms all over the world, it's shrinking. They say it's dead. They say everything now is just propaganda. But what do you think?
Sabi ko mahirap yung trabaho natin, no? Pero at its core, hindi eh.
Hindi, totoo.
Marami nagpapahirap, yung mga bagay,
Totoo.
elemento.
I get it, yeah.
Pero if you explain your job, parang meron akong mga batang pamangkin, tapos tinatanong nila ako, what do you do? So how do you explain your job to a 5-year-old?
We tell stories.
Ako simple lang
Both good and
We
bad.
just tell the truth. And it's not a hard task to
Yeah.
tell the truth. Mas mahirap magsinungaling, mas
Yeah.
mahirap yung burden of having to always be lying, di ba? Ito ang daling trabaho natin, we just have to tell the truth. So yung part na yun yung madali, everything else is mapahirap.
So we're putting in the chicken. Ay! Ayan.
So sa panahon ngayon, I think we need more truth tellers ultimately. Yun lang yun. Nagbabago yung landscape, nagbabago yung paraan how people get their news. Nagbabago yung paraan natin of telling the news. Pero ultimately, nandun yun, yung pinaka-basic, truth telling. Yun yung hindi magbabago.
At hinahanap yun ngayon. Sa panahon ngayon na ang daming nagsisinungaling, sa panahon ngayon
Na pinagkakakitaan ng pagsisinungaling.
If I may just add,
Oo.
kasi a lot of people think it's easy to thresh out the truth
Hindi
from the fake information. It's not. So media still has that competency to thresh out the truth from all that noise. Dahil ngayon, ang problema ngayon, there's so much information, it's so overwhelming. And people don't have the energy and the time
Correct.
to do it themselves. And even may mga nagpe-presenta to do it, they don't have the training. They don't have the skills. They don't have the competency. That's what I tell the young journalists these days, na parang kailangan pa rin talaga ng ganong tatayo bilang to do that job.
Yeah.
Chef Canoy.
Wow, you're such an expert.
So basically, ang ginawa natin...
Lahat,
Yeah, lahat. Parang gumawa lang tayo ng sabaw. And then pag linublob na natin yung pansit, it's going to take in all of the broth, the flavor.
Saan mo ito natutunan?
Ginawa ko lang siya. Nung you mentioned about, living abroad, di ba?
Yeah.
Na-invent ko lang siya when I was living in the States. So lahat ito purong kalamansi.
Saka nakaharap na kalamansi sa US. Yung kalamansi na totoo, ha?
Meron sa Asian
lemon
market.
yung ginamit mo. Kalamansi.
Hindi mahirap maghanap na kalamansi sa yung iba.
Hindi, sa Bay Area kasi kami. So maraming kalamansi
Filipino
doon.
store, or?
Oo. We'll just let it marry. And then, chicken powder. Ayan, finish. Yan. Okay.
Yon.
Diba? Ang galing nung...
Yan. What is it about the newsroom that you like?
Yung fast pace. It's always exciting. I cannot be... One thing I realized after graduation is that I cannot be tied down to a desk. Gusto ko yung fast-paced, adventure, not the same every day.
So it's the no days are the same.
Yep.
Yes. That's the fun thing about it.
Same.
And you're always in the middle of everything.
Oo.
Diba?
Actually, even if you're stuck in the newsroom doing management work,
Wow.
no day is the same
Wow.
then.
Ano?
Yum!
You're not a pancit person, di ba? But you like it.
Ang yum. Kasi I like anything din na may kalamansi.
Na may maasim. Oh, ayan. So we wait for a few minutes and then we put na this. Oh, madali lang, di ba? Nagkwentuhan lang tayo, tapos tapos na.
Tapos na. Pero best part ito yung carrots, I believe so.
It was the way it was sliced.
Yung sa akin,
ganyan.
hindi ko alam what it
No, hazard.
Parang hindi ko alam yung
What
sa'yo
is it called?
Baguio
Green
beans.
Green beans. I hope we don't mess this
No.
up.
This one is foolproof. Promise.
Okay.
Basta lagay mo lang. Kasi
Okay.
sip-sipin na nila yan.
Ooh. Okay.
That's it. Was it good? Ano na? Turtle? Was it malasa already?
Yes, yes.
See, tapos na.
Ooh.
And this can feed how many people? Di ba may mga ganyan dati sa Kitchenomics?
Oo. Napaka-dated naman.
Kitchenomics! Di ba saan yung Kitchenomics? Sa Itbulaga, di ba?
What's kitchenomics, tita?
No.
Tita!
Kitchenomics,
Tita, what's
tita.
that?
Hindi. Oh wait, ito pa isa. Bilang...
Ako alam ko yung nanay ko kasi.
Bilang...
Sorry naman.
Alam ko na.
Buti
I
malayo
get
na
it.
yung mga kutsilyo.
I get it. Buti
Layo
ito
na
na
yung
lang,
kutsilyo
di ba?
kay
Sinabi na yung
please.
kutsilyo.
No, how are you dealing with the evolution of the dissemination of information, 'di ba? Iba yung as journalists, we already know it. Everything is fast-paced. Alam na rin natin yung disinformation na nangyayari and the evil motives behind it.
Yeah.
Pero the evolution of the medium itself. Meron kang streaming, meron kang reels, meron kang... Do you think eventually this is gonna have, or if it hasn't done so yet, it already is affecting society? And how will that make our job harder? On a Saturday morning to, ah.
Alam mo, definitely parang nagbago na even how we behave, di ba? Para for example, nung panahon ng kitchenomics na nabanggit mo, nung time na yun, when we wake up, usually the first thing that we look for is the remote. Kasi we want to turn on the TV,
Correct.
check out what's happening in the news. Morning show, usually may pasok ba, wala, traffic ba, hindi, uulan ba, di ba? Pero ngayon, the first thing that you reach out for is your phone.
That's true.
And yung news na babasahin mo, it's dictated by an algorithm. I always say na that's a challenge for the journalists, for us to always be in every platform, and for us to know how to distribute our stories and make our stories travel online, because we live in a tisod culture.
Tapos kung ano na lang
Tapos
matisod
mo, yun. May ganito pala, ay may bagyo pala, ay may nangyaring ganito pala sa Cebu.
Totoo.
So, yun yung i-click mo. Hindi na siya parang agenda-based na from start to finish, 6:30 to 8 p.m. nanonood ka ng newscast. So, ang challenge for us is to always be in those platforms and for us to be discovered.
And beyond that, to break the algorithm actually.
Diba?
Do you think that we, our newsroom, that we would have been as observant of the changes and as responsive to the changes if we still had our franchise?
No.
Hindi, di ba? Kasi ito, we were pushed to survive.
We were...
Although we laid the foundations early on, we were the first.
Diba, thank you to our visionary leaders.
Visionary talaga sila.
When we lost our franchise, diba, parang we had an app before.
Yeah.
Correct.
I want already
We
existed
had
before.
a streaming platform, we had all these things. So parang nandun yung foundation. Pero yung talagang gigil na niyakap at araw-araw na inisip natin, digital is the way to go. It wasn't until we lost the franchise.
We were forced to do it faster. We laid the foundation, we were first, but we had to do it
lang
faster.
yung process kasi wala tayong choice.
Ayan na.
At ito na po ang ating finished product.
Finished product!
Negotiate.
Buti hindi yung more lakas tao. Parang masyado siyang mahaba kasi.
Alam mo yun, yung parang kala mo konti lang, pero pag nalagay mo na siya lahat. Okay, I need to have...
nagiging dry na siya.
I need to have the noodles with the
Sarap.
skin.
You really like it?
Parang tama yung
Yung asim, diba?
asin. Saka, tama si Vice. Dry siya.
My God. Ang dry.
Hindi na dry hindi dry. Masarap, marinam-nam.
Nakakainis!
Yum!
Diba?
Parang comfort food.
In every generation naman, I think, of journalists, there's a point, right, when you really feel, it's not every day naman na mafe-feel mo talaga eh. Pero yung talagang, this is what you're called to do. This is what, I think marami na tayong beses na ganyan, di ba? Whether it's disasters or whatever, but where the country is in right now, what do you think now is the primary duty of journalists? Now that we're all in this, the flood control controversy and
To speak the
corruption
truth, to demand
scandal.
accountability. Kita mo naman, nobody wants to admit anything. And what happens kung walang nagde-demand nun? Of course, andyan yung participation ng civil society.
Yeah.
Pero, again, dahil napaka-ingay at napaka-convoluted at napakagulo na, may kailangang tumutok pa rin.
Yun, ano? Tutukan, wag bitawan.
Oo. Kasi hindi pwedeng, ang nangyayari kung halimbawa, let's say wala tayo, di ba? Galit lang tayo ngayon, bukas move on na tayo with our day-to-day lives, and then come election time,
Walang napanagot.
same thing.
Balik.
Yeah.
We forget.
Ano yung gusto nyo, ano yung gusto mo as chief of reporters na mapulot nila sa nangyayari ngayon?
Yeah.
Na dapat dala-dala nila long after, if it ever ends, this scandal ends, this corruption scandal ends.
Cliche pero it's always about the people
Yeah.
I mean, we chase after stories, we chase after interviews, chase after exclusives, we want to know the story. At nung nag-start ako 20 years ago, I've always said na parang, wow, I'm gonna be a journalist and I'm gonna change the world. It's not true. It's bullshit. 20 years after, the world's sort of still the same, maybe even worse, a little bit broken. Pero I think yung job ng journalist is not about changing the world, but changing someone's world or someone's worldview. And I think kahit isang tao,
Yes.
mabago yung araw niya dahil binigyan mo siya ng impormasyong magagamit niya. May isang tao na nabago yung pananaw niya dahil sa katotohanan na binigay mo, okay na yun, job well done. Kasi, yun, it's always about them eh.
Yeah.
Kahit ayaw nila, kahit sinasabi nilang bias ka, bayaran ka, sinungaling ka,
Hello.
walang silbi ang journalist.
Ilang beses na, di ba?
Tarantado ka. It's okay, I'll still be here.
Yeah.
We're not here to be loved.
That's true.
We're here to tell the truth.
We're not even here to be liked. Love
Yes.
is asking
Yes.
for too
I know,
much.
but
To be liked
because
pa
you're
lang.
We're
Yeah.
not even here to please
So,
everyone.
kahit sigawan mo ako, sabihin mo,
That's not a job.
tarantado ka gago, okay lang, I'll still be here for you. Bayaran ka, hindi ako nanawa. So, okay lang, I'll still be here
We'll
for
still
you.
be here for you.
We are, that yung nasabi ko dapat, we have to make sure na kahit anong iba to sa atin, whatever comes our way, whether it's digital, the changing digital landscape, the changing demands of the industry, or the difficulties of upholding press freedom in this country, at the end of the day, kailangan masabi natin na we are still here for you.
You know, I cannot let this, this episode end without me thanking you and telling you guys that it really is to be an honor to serve, to fight in the trenches with the likes of you. Ibang klase siya. So thank you for being there for young reporters. Thank you for showing them the way as well. And I'll just be here fighting alongside you and for you.
Oh my
Kung sino man
God.
yung kaaway niya, away
Our
natin.
assassin, our next suit.
Assassin,
No,
man.
thanks a lot. So once again, to the honeymoon.
Grabe, pinagluto tayo ni Carmina kasi.
Ano ka ba? Kayo rin nga nagluto. Thank you so much. Thank you. And that's it. For another episode of KC After Hours, you know the drill. Like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.
Yung carrots yung the best.
Hindi, wala nga akong carrots eh. Pumili tayo nung ano.